ever stood at the top of the building and when you look down, you have this urge or this sensation to dive right in, just to jump off the building? But for a brief moment, your brain actually imagines that you stepping forward and then having a fall. The moment you imagine that, you kind of want to take a step back because you don't want that to become a reality. Your heart would be still very much in this disturbance, and your brain will be picking up on why did you think that? Call this strange experience as the call of the void, and surprisingly, millions of people have experienced this. Today, we are going to talk about call of the void. Call of the void is something that you experience when there's something very dangerous, when you're in a dangerous situation, and you kind of get this feeling, what if this happens? Even though you have zero intention of doing it, even though you're living a better life, happier life. This phenomenon occurs usually when you're in a heightened place, dangerous place like a cliff, like standing near edge of the cliff, or in or while you're standing at the top of the building. Sometimes when you're near to railway track, your brain is going to produce these thoughts. What if I jump? What if I step forward to the tracks? What if I fall by mistake? Or what if someone pushed me? These are extreme situations. Okay, the thoughts are extremely brief, but it seems to come off without any permission, without you thinking about anything rash. And people often worry why they feel it. Do they want this to happen? Without their knowledge, are they suppressing some thoughts? These are some of the disturbing thoughts you get when you have this call of void. But psychologists say something very different from what we think. So researchers believe that this phenomenon occurs for us to be warned. It's almost like a warning signal from our brain trying to protect us from the dangers. Okay, step back or be careful, or you might not to slip over here, but in a very alarming way. But the brain is going to process these signals very quickly, okay, and our conscious mind is going to interpret this as something completely different. So ironically, our brain is actually acting in accordance. There is nothing wrong with it, and your brain should be doing these precautionary things for you to not get into trouble. Many years, people have been dodging this question or not ready to confront them that they do feel it, and it is kind of like common to have this feeling, but they kept pushing it away. They did not confront these feelings, acknowledge this is happening to them, and they kind of like misunderstand the call of void as something dangerous, not something that is very precautionary or protective. Even people who had no symptoms of having depression or anxiety feel the same way when they're at the edge of a cliff. It may be simple, but it is really strange how brain tries to warn us things. People also often connect this call of void to intrusive thoughts, and it could even be harmless, like dropping your phone in the water when you're trying to look down, or shouting loud in the quiet room. These are common intrusive thoughts. They don't reflect people's personality. It's just our brain trying to create these possibilities. This feels extra scary because we are in a dangerous place and dangerous time. Our brain constantly creates a new scenario, new things, which might never happen, but we don't pay much attention to it. But when it comes to these scary situation or a dangerous situation, when the call of void happens, it feels much more scary and intense. So it's not actually a bad thing. Our brain should be analyzing the situation and letting us know if there are risks or anything that could go wrong. Why does this feel more scary is because for a split second, it feels like you're not in control of your body. You are not you. You could lose yourself just because of that one misstep. Mediums do interpret this call of void being an spiritual realm or being another dimension. So you could be often feeling like a drawn sensation, being pulled towards that dimension, or having this curiosity or a sensation that there's something and you want to know more. You're curious about what lies over there. And some do interpret this as influence from negative entities. They want to invade your thoughts and manipulate you into doing stuff you don't want to do.